watching this on the playback and are not subscribed, come on now, click subscribe, then click that bell. All notifications. I'm just a 55-year-old old hag. So we call this the OHC, the Old Hag Community. Right on. And I'm the OG. In case you didn't know. I gotta clean my glasses. I'm just farting around. Listen. I was gonna foil my hair today, which I've now put off till tomorrow. Because my new blow dryer is not here yet. And I can't do it without the blow dryer because I have to heat up the foils. So I've got myself off the hook for doing it today. Because I hate doing it. I should just go pay and have somebody do it. I say that, but the truth is, I wouldn't pay for it when I can do it myself. And my hair always looks horrid when the roots come in, so whatever. So I'm just dinking around at the diva table. For any of you that are new, I'll show you my diva dream. This is my walk-in closet, by the way, with my vanity. And then I have the diva room, where the magic happens. And by magic, I mean amazing sleep. I would not do good on an episode of Cribs. Oh, that's a pretty girl. What the hell's going on? I'm bored. I don't know what to do without my daughter here. It takes me a while to acclimate back to my boring-ass life by myself. Because the hubby's at work. I have a lot going on this week, or I would open the soap shop. And I think I want to make an inventory again. It made it easier. Good morning, Jody. Oh, yeah, I got to put this on live chat. Don't forget thumbs up on the way in, please. I get enough thumbs down. Trust that. My hater nation. My hater. I just don't like this woman. Well, thanks for interacting anyway. I'm waiting for my blow dryer to arrive. Look at me. Looking like a Nellie Olson. God, I hate my hair. Anyway, that'll work for now. Let's do some skincare. While we talk. Whoa. Some truffle? No. Ooh, I wanted to try this new stuff. What is it? Priming Moisturizer. Kombucha. Kombucha by Elemis. Let's see what it's all about. You know what? Oh, this will be good. But first of all, let's put some Quench by Arsali on our face. Quench. Today's not a red light therapy day. So I've already scrubbed my face. Man, that Quench is amazing. So this is our day off from red light therapy. So we'll do a shit ton. Look at, I think my bags, I mean, literally, I just woke up. Normally my bags would be so bad. I think it's helping. I think it's helping. Oh my God. It's a dream. We'll do some Snow Mushroom by Volition. Snow Mushroom. There's only 3 people in here. Thanks a lot, YouTube. Do your job. We'll do some of this. Anything. Anything that helps, right? Old hag community. Take care of your skin, old hags. You'll regret it. Because there'll come a point where it's irreversible. And then you can't. It's going to require all this and all that. I'm trying to do it as natural as I can. But I will throw in the towel eventually, I'm sure. I've had family members that have full facelifts by my age. And I'm going to try to avoid that like the plague. I have my own Face cream. Oh, yeah. And it's full of goodies. Full of goodies. So when the store is open again, you can get yourself a bottle. It's 1 ounce, but it lasts forever. Oh my God. Forever. Because you don't use very much. Oh, that feels so good. I even put it on my lips. So, I have like 3 jars up here. Well, one my daughter was supposed to take home. She forgot it. One was my refrigerator jar. The other one was my vanity jar. So you can keep them in the refrigerator and they stay real fluffy. If you keep them at room temp, you'll get, whoa, I mean, they're still fluffy. You'll just get some separation. Quickly absorbed. Coconut oil's in there. That's quickly absorbed into the skin. I mean, look, already absorbed. Now let's play around. I can't believe YouTube is not giving out any notice. Let's see what this shit is. Well, it's pretty light colored. I would say ivory. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, it's not. Maybe it is bad. I'm not putting makeup on today, but I wanted to see what this moisturizer primer was. It doesn't do anything. I mean, it doesn't turn colors. It kind of burns a little. All right, let's see what it's about. I'm not into this. Let's see what it's about. We'll read the card. Oh, I'm so glad everybody loved the soaps, Jody. Okay, so elements. Superfood Glow Priming Moisturizer. Reveal a soft light lit from within glow with this illuminating prebiotic moisturizer. The lightweight multi-use formula leaves skin hydrated while blurring the look of imperfections. Can be used as a primer underneath makeup or applied as a highlighter to enhance the skin's radiance. I didn't notice anything. I gotta be honest, I didn't. I didn't notice anything. Let's try some more. I've been wearing Grace since it came out. You did a good job with that. Oh, the Amazing Grace is awesome. The soap. My handmade soaps. All right, well, I don't know if this is actually illuminating my skin. We'll see. I don't really like the smell of it, and I am a big fan of Elemis. I don't really like this. I don't like the way it goes on. I don't know. I mean, I guess I see the illuminating, but I don't like the smell of it. It smells kind of like medicine. We're going to illuminate the skin and see what happens. I would say it probably puts a shimmer on. Good morning, Janet. I was just messing around with this Elemist. It came in my BoxyCharm. Actually, I did not even like this box at all. Not at all. See, when you can fill out a questionnaire when you sign up. Hi, Debbie. I know nobody got a notification. Nobody. YouTube hates me today. I don't know why. Anyway, I did not like the BoxyCharm because way I felt about it was, like, I filled out a questionnaire. I'm 55 years old. I'm going to spend my money. But if you're going to allow me to pick and choose what colors I prefer, so I put in, for, like, eyeshadows, you got the choice of naturals and, like, nudes and stuff. And they send me this. I'll show you. I gotta pull it out of here. I've got it in the gift box. So this Caliente. Does that look like nudes? You see what I'm saying? So I don't think it even matters. That ain't even close to a nude. That's the kind of eyeshadow you wear right before you get nude. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm selling? You buying what I'm selling? I'm in that mood today. I'm trying to, like, get back into my swing of living. My daughter's was here almost a month. Now I'm bored and I'm lonely. Hi, LD. So you're going to see a lot of me. Hi, Yorkie Mom. I'm mourning that my daughter's gone. Yeah, they did miss the boat on that, didn't they? I put in nudes and earth tones. That's what I put in. And they send me some dragon colors. Where's the Mad Nation? So, today's my off day from red light therapy. So, I'm not wearing makeup, but I was just going to dink around and kind of look alive. A little bit. I don't know. Don't want to wax myself today. I got some wax. I haven't tried it yet for the face. But I don't really have anything going on, so no fuzzies. Another day. I'm afraid, like, what if I have a reaction to it and then New Year's Eve is around the corner and I'm still like, we'll do it after New Year's. Totally. What else I got in this vanity table? Oh my God. I'm gonna play around with the eyebrow kit. Oh my God. I'm so bored. It's still early. No, this is the e.l.f. kit. Do not use the light colored one because it makes me look funny. Yeah, get the likes up. I was like, look at all these thumbs down. Boy, people take the time to do that shit, don't they? True that. Do it like strokes of hair. This is an e.l.f. kit. You gotta buy this separate though. Hell, they sell e.l.f. in your damn grocery store, so there's no excuses for not having eyebrows, ladies. Nobody needs a Sharpie marker when they sell this shit for like $2. It's an eyebrow kit. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Look at how sparse it is there. You got to go in there and make hair marks. Thank you, Rain. I'm kind of like in a funk because it's like, this is like the true day where I'm home alone and my daughter's gone. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm used to it, but I don't know. It's weird. I've had someone to talk to and like do things for 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks. So I took my neighbor a pumpkin pie for Christmas. Merry Christmas, neighbor. Ow. I woke up with these 2 fingers like tingling and numb because I slept on my arm. And it's almost worked itself out. I got the pinky left, just the tip of the pinky. I can feel it though. I know exactly what happened. Eyebrows are hard? Why? WM? Why are they hard? Oh, and then this lipstick that came in the BoxyCharm. I'm bitching about the BoxyCharm. I didn't like it this month. I think it was shitty. And it's Christmas time. I think that was shit. I'm just being honest. I don't even know if there's one good thing in that box. But I don't rate them, so I'm not very mean. So I got this MAC lipstick. And trust me, it's Barbie pink. But it didn't even last. It didn't even stay on. In fact, when it started coming off, it was clumpy and weird. I go, really, MAC? Oh, your eyebrows are thin? Oh, is it from too many years of plucking them? I refuse to pluck mine. I'm so afraid. You know, you're going to deal with age anyway. Listen, I've lost everything. Where is it? Gosh, sweet damn. Oh, here it is. In the drawer. So, I go and pay for this Maybelline New York. The Super Stay. matte ink, and this stains your lips, right? This one's number 15 called Lover. And then the only other one I get is 80. These are the only two I get because they don't look fake. Anyway, I need a drink of water. When that MAC came off, it didn't just wipe off. It left fragments behind. It looked so plastic and crappy. I was like, never again, Mac. That was gross. That can go in the garbage as far as I'm concerned. FabFitFun did the same thing. No matter what I asked for, they sent the opposite. If it continues, I'll be done with them. I listen, even $25 is too much money. If you're not happy. And they're not even sending me stuff I want. Like, when it said eyeshadow palettes, I said sometimes. Then when I said, you know, you got to choose, like, rarely, sometimes, often. They're not even listening to that. It's like, wow. It's all bullshit. Like a profile pops up when they go to fill your box. Horse shit. They just fill a box and throw it in the mail. Now this stuff just stains your lips so they look natural, but they don't look like some dried out old hag lips that have been in the sun too long and tanned up. You know what I'm saying? Gives them a little hint of color. And as soon as it dries, as long as your lips are in healthy condition, your lips won't dry out from it. Now, the people whose lips will dry out from it are people that don't take care of their lips. I don't know why people take care of their skin, but not their lips. Truth. That is the truth. They're a part of your face. You gotta, like, put the, I choose silver tone on jewelry. They sent gold. Right, I only like silver, too. I get you. That's a fear. I'll never do the jewelry ones. There was another channel that used to do jewelry subscriptions. Oh my God, that shit was hideous. I'm like, ew, I hate that shit. No. Now, if I'm going to buy, like, fake diamonds and stuff, I'll go buy 100 facet Diamondique. You know what I'm saying? From QVC. Because at least that shit looks real. But the other ones use, like, a clear stone, and it doesn't even have a shine. It's so hideous. In fact, let's clean my rings. I need to clean my rings. It's been a while. I need to clean my brushes. All right, we got stuff to do, people. We don't got time. Listen, oh my God. We're going to take it. Because we're going to be doing makeup on New Year's Eve. So all the brushes got to be washed. Let's get these. We're going to do my jewelry. It's a sanitizing day. While we talk about life's bullshit. Life's bullshit. So yeah, when this lipstick goes on, see how it's natural looking? I can kiss my hand hard. Nothing. And it doesn't peel off weird. It stays on for a couple days. I mean, shit, it's totally worth it. It's the only color I like anyway. Oh, the diva room. What a mess. Mr. No Madness sleeps like he's fighting demons. Look at all this. He sleeps like he's fighting demons. That man. His side of the room, I always got to clean the... Oh, shit, that's right. I wanted to put... Oh, my God, I'm going to drop all these brushes. Hold on. Sit tight. Don't fall over. All right, where'd that brush go? I dropped one. Hold on. I don't want to set these on my bed. Hold on. All right. Well, shit, you fell over. Ow, that hurt. That had to hurt. I hate this squirrely thing. All right, so vanilla cinnamon. Oh, I love hot apple pie. This makes my room smell so... And then I have cinnamon spice. Have you figured out what my favorite scents are? But I do have... My daughter loved the sugar citrus. Oh, there's wax on it. She loved the sugared citrus. It does smell good, but it's not my thing. Candle warmers. What was this one? I don't know. Open up. Yeah, that one smells really good. I'm going to do... I love my room to smell like cinnamon. I don't know why. So I'm going to do hot apple pie. Turn it on. I have to turn it off at night because this little tiny light drives my husband crazy. He's an enigma all on his own. So we'll let that heat up. We're going to get the diva room in order. I've washed all the sheets. Whoops. I washed all the sheets when I got home. I washed that big fluffy pad underneath that's quilted. We got to get my brushes. We got to clean the diva room. We just got to make the bed, really, because there's nothing in here to clean. All right, so come on, let's do this. We should get Mr. Tig's baby, or he'll drive us crazy. Yeah. All right, so let's head downstairs. Did I shut off my flat iron? I did. Wow, it's a miracle. Oh, my God. Even if I hold these legs, they bend. I can't hold all these brushes. There's the diva chandelier. The crystals. I love that thing. There's all the clothes. This is my new vacuum. The diva closet isn't even dirty. Poo-poo, hi. Hoo, hi. All right, we gotta close the door. Dogs aren't allowed in here unless I say so. I don't like dogs tripping. All right, let's get downstairs before we get injured. We got baby, Bubba, makeup brushes. Okay. Dogs are asleep. The news is on very quietly. We don't like the news. All right, so I'll show you how I wash brushes and jewelry. Let's do it on the... All right. You can't even see the damn table. Oh my God, I hate this thing. All right, you can see that. Let's get this out of here. We got all our brushes. Get Bubba out of the way. Let's put some light on the subject. Oh, here's my new thing now. You want to see my new thing now? Let me tell you what. So, I ran out of my Keurigs, right? Didn't realize that these are lattes, which are going in the garbage. So I've got Keurig K-Cups on order from Amazon. I got to wait for those to come. You get a better deal. Because I can get 28 or 32 for like $20 at the damn grocery store, right? On Amazon, I get the Green Mountain medium roast, 72 of them for 30 bucks. So I'm done paying for the grocery store bullshit. So I still had organic beans left. The Rocking Horse, woo, and the brand, and it's called Kickin' Ass. And it's a medium blend and it's organic. These beans, right here. Right? So I told my husband, ooh, I forgot about that little thing that came with it. Right on. Which, by the way, I'll pull out. This thing. I said, why don't I just grind up some beans and then we'll put it in there and see if it tastes better than running water through a Keurig thing, which, you know, those things been sitting there. They ain't, listen, they're not fresh, okay? Keurig K-Cups are not fresh coffee. So I ground up some beans into a fine and filled that thing up. Best coffee we've ever had. So, those Keurigs are going to be, those Keurigs cups that are coming, they're just going to be like when we don't feel like grinding up beans. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I couldn't drink enough of that coffee this morning. It was so damn good. So, yeah, it comes with that. And you just put it in there. Mine's the new Keurig with the 5 needles. See that? And I love it. So that's the way this is going to roll out from now on. See? Sometimes you just gotta take a bad situation and make it better. I want my, oh, there's my glass one. I don't use this for anything else but makeup brushes. Because it's a stupid bowl. I need that one. Oh yeah, and then we gotta do rings. Oh, I think it's down here. There it is. I hope you ain't looking at my ass. Oh, you were. All right. Gotta rinse these out. I always rinse everything out. I'm a weirdo. Then I'll show you what we're doing. Oh. There. Get some vinegar. Hot water and Dawn dish soap. Then we're gonna do some vinegar. I'm gonna do a cap full of my brushes. Vinegar melts makeup, okay? Melts it off. Literally eats it. Better than harsh chemicals. I'm gonna throw my rings in the black bowl. Those can sit there. Okay. Then we're gonna take our makeup brushes. Furry side in. The idea of bacteria on my face freaks me out. That's why I don't have breakouts. Look at how fast the apple cider vinegar works. See that? See how fast it works? It actually dissolves makeup because it's ascorbic acid. That's why when you use vitamin C tablets in your hair, it will attract the metals and the iron and take them out of your hair. Like if you have iron water, you want to crush up vitamin C chewable tablets into powder in your like coffee bean grinder. And then add some cornstarch and some hot water. And then make a gel out of it and put it in your wet hair. And put a cap on and put some heat on it for like a half hour. But every 10 minutes, you'll just keep mushing your hair to get that metal out. You'll be shocked at how beautiful your hair looks. It's called the homemade Malibu. We went to that cabin, and there was a lot of iron in the water, and I only washed my hair once. Or repetitive, I would have had orange hair. Bozo the Clown metal. See, look at that. That brush is almost completely clean. That's what happens when you use apple cider vinegar. You see that? It's all absorbed. Now this brush already is white with pink. So that's not makeup. That's the color of the brush. But look at this. Let's rinse this. Let's get this water out of here. And rinse these really good. They don't take but a minute. You don't have to soak your makeup brushes if you use apple cider vinegar. Actually, it works on a lot of things. Your sponges, your makeup sponges, which I forgot to bring down. We're gonna rinse. And rinse. Then I'm going to rub these around in this hot, clean water. I like this bowl because it has a spout. And then when the water's clear, the brushes are done. Look at that. They're all brand spanking new again. See? If you even look at makeup brush cleaner spray, it's ascorbic acid. Of course it is. It'd probably even work good. I mean, vinegar is so cheap. Why not just do the vinegar? But it'd probably work good, too, if you did crushed up vitamin... Look at you falling. Vitamin C tablets in your water. But vinegar's so cheap. I hate this tripod. Don't ever buy the bendy leg tripods. Seriously. Alright, so let's get these brushes drying. And form them into the shape that they're supposed to be. Look at how clean that was. That was full of blush. Gone. This is my powder brush. That one stays like a fan. Nobody wants bacteria on their face. That is so disgusting. When I see people do that, I can't watch. It gives me the jeebs. And that's why people get breakouts, especially if you're acne prone. Wearing masks doesn't help either. I always make my daughter clean her makeup brushes. She'll be like, oh, my face broke out. And I go, when's the last time you cleaned your makeup brushes? I don't know. Well, there you go. See, look at this one's like pink or white with the pink. And look, it came off immediately. This is another blush brush. So they're all laid out in the shape they're supposed to be. And then now they will dry. Then we move on to the jewelry. Let me go get a brush. Hold on. So yeah, if you have an old toothbrush, use that. I just use a tint brush because listen, I'm lazy. I never know what I use the toothbrush on, so that's the other thing. And the cool thing about the apple cider vinegar in your jewelry wash is, trust me, it dissolves anything and it kills bacteria. So your rings will be bacteria free, you know what I'm saying? Good morning, Cece. We're just going around doing my how do I stay busy now that my daughter's gone and I'm sad thing. That's what we're doing today. But this brush is to get into those little cracks underneath. Little holes. The teeth go in there. Shoving them in there. This one doesn't have the... Alright, let's rinse this one off. Always dry them with this is a soft cloth. Always dry them with a soft cloth. Ooh, that is clean. Let's get under the light, people. You need to see this shit. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Apple cider vinegar gets rid of all the germs, bacteria, you name it. Right on. See that? It's over 100 facets. Now, moving on. That's my imitation canary diamond. Imitation. Nobody wants to get robbed on the streets. Always go imitation. Unless you're insecure and you have to tell everybody you have a diamond or a whatever. Save the money. This one's 100 facet diamondique. This one. See, this way you can buy as many rings as you want. They're not cheap, but they're not expensive. I gotta be honest, I like 2 and 3 carats, so I don't want to be a $4,000, $7,000 burden. That shit don't matter to me. And then what? Get robbed in Vegas? And their goodbye ring? No, I'm good. Alright, so we're getting underneath that stone so it'll sparkle when it hits the light. This is 100 facet Diamonique. Oh yeah. Hello, baby. Oh, it's been a while since you've been all shiny and pretty. Oh, we gotta get back under the light. See? Diamoniques are stunning. They're better than cubic zirconia, the Diamonique. And then I just got this simple little band, which, I mean, it's shiny. Time for an upgrade, right, girls? Got a new anniversary coming. Time for a new ring. There it is. So we got our simulated canary diamond. Look at that sparkle, huh? Yeah. We got our Diamonique. Look at that sparkle. Oh, you'll really see it sparkle under the freaking ring light. Oh, there's all our brushes. Let them dry, ladies. Now, they're germ-free. There's no makeup on them. You bought a Diamonique too, right? I had actually my wedding ring, because I'm a weirdo, is aquamarine. I have a 3-carat aquamarine stone. But the setting, I kept having problems with the setting. So I'm gonna have it reset into something else. And that wasn't a cheap ring. It's absolutely stunning, by the way. So hold on, I gotta straighten these legs out, but I gotta get the Mac Daddy here. I prefer this over that thing. Oh my gosh. If I hear the word pandemic one more time, oh my God, in California, you have lost your mind. They're gonna stop naming schools after presidents. Whatever. You know what? I wish you would just break off, now that my family's out of there, I wish you would just break off and float away and be your own damn island. That state is full of crazy. Sorry if you're from California, but I'm sorry. I can't listen to any more of the rhetoric. Every minute, they're changing something that people have lived with for years. I don't know what they want to be, but I got to be honest. They need to be sovereign. Just be your own entity. Oh, wow. Hello, Glisten. I guess those glow, that worked from Elemis. Look at that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Clean. Beautiful. Good morning, I'm Gam. We're gonna need more ice in, Bubba. Nancy Pelosi's position is up in the air. Yeah, right. You ain't getting rid of that crazy woman. That's why I don't watch the news. I freaking hate it. I hate the lies. I hate the bullshit. All right, look at us. So I didn't put any makeup on except for eyebrows. Oh my God. I think my bags are looking so much better. I got to stay on this red light therapy, you guys. It's getting rid of my hooded. I feel like this is getting smaller. I'm not lying. I look at it every damn day. I feel like it's getting smaller. I don't know what's going on. They're definitely shrinking. Right? This is looking smoother. I got to keep doing it. It's going to take a while for your body to produce all that collagen it needs, but you have to stay on this every other day, 15 minutes. And the thing, it shuts off on its own. So when you fire it up and you just start, you can do each area 3 to 5 minutes. Not saying like sit here for 3 minutes and do this. I'm saying you can go over these areas, but you do 3 to 5 minutes total on an area without doing any skin cellular damage. So I just, keep rotating and rotating, and I do the nose, and then I come down here and rotate. Then I do the jawline. Then I do my neck. Then you can do your chest. I got rid of the rosacea on my chest. I had rosacea. All over my face. And now I finally have a even skin tone. But that came from my face cream. That came from my magic face cream. That did all that on my face. So anyway, allegedly. I'm not making any claims. But anyway. So then I do the deputy dog jowls. Then I go up and do my 11s. I'll just do circles, and I do circles here. I do go like this and like this. Do not look into the red light, but I do lay it on there and go slow up to the crow's feet, and I lift. I do go like this to my eyebrows, like this upper. I feel like they're lifting. But I am being very particular on the places I want to do. It shrinks your pores, so you want to do your nose. It's really good. If people have pitted skin from the deep acne, the cystic acne, which when you pop that stuff, it leaves pock marks, okay? So it's good for that. This is FDA approved and clinically proven to go. It's red light therapy plus the infrared light. So you have to have both. You have to have both. Red light therapy on its own, it's pretty much good for those caps for maybe your hair growth. I don't know. I'm going to tell you, man, if it's this big of a crowd pleaser, I may be all up in the scalp too. I don't know yet. I mean, you can just roll around in the scalp too. All your areas that are, you know what I mean? I'll try it. Don't think I won't. But after 5 weeks, which I am now starting my 5th week this week, I just finished my 4th. Good morning, my Bella. I'm already seeing differences, but it's progression. It's a progression. It's like when they make you go in and get treatments every month, right? It takes a while for all the results to be completely evident. There's just no denying it. You know what I mean? I'm at that slow progression, which they said you will see around the 5th week, which is where I'm at. And I do see the bags are diminishing. I feel like my hooded eyes are getting better because I do right here. Don't do your eyelids, but I do right there. I don't know about the crow's feet. I can't see them with my glasses on. I don't know, whatever. The corners of my mouth, I still got this deep one. These are almost gone. These are still here. This one's better. But these, definitely. That's what makes you start looking old. When this gets deep, and then you get the mouth wrinkles, and then you get the forehead and the deep 11s. That's what ages you. Besides your neck, that's what ages your face. And all I want to do is diminish them. I'm not looking for a miracle. If I was looking for a miracle, I would have took 10 grand and been laid up on a table and went under the knife. If I was looking for that kind of result. I'm one of them people, man, I want to see what I can do for myself. I don't need instant gratification. If I want to lose weight, I'm going to do it myself because I want to have pride. And not only that, it builds your character. It builds your tenacity. That's why I do the things I do for myself. Creating soap so my husband doesn't have hives anymore. Hasn't had a hive. He's not had a hive. We went through this every 3 to 6 months. Full body hives. His back, his chest, his stomach, itchy hives. I said, it's got to be something. Then I started making those soaps. 0. It's not medical. It's just there's no chemicals that he's allergic to in it. How about that? That's all it is. He's not allergic to any of the ingredients. I think he was allergic to body soap. The chemical shit. With the deodorant. With the perfumes in it. Let's say that. Okay? He loves the oatmeal milk and honey. That's his bar. He don't care about any of the others. So he uses oatmeal milk and honey. That's what he uses. Because the oatmeal is soothing. But it's just a rinse-off product, remember? Because I'm not making any medical claims. But it helped him. Just getting away from store-bought soap. Rinse-off product. Nothing internal going on. Haha. Restaurant owners blocked the health inspector's vehicle in so he couldn't work. It is time for America, restaurant and bar owners. It is time to stand up. It is time. The time is now. I'm just saying. I'm going to put some ice and Bubba. Talk amongst yourself. Go to the bathroom. Whatever you need to do. Oh, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. I could cry. Okay, come on. Oh, yeah. You're bubbling. Ha ha ha. You bubbling now. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. I decided when I was in there I was starving. I've been up for, oh my God, 3 hours. Still haven't had breakfast. So, I'm just heating up one of these. Here's what it looks like, hot. Then, put the box over there. Then, you take this little icing. You rip that top off. You go like this. Look at this. What? They give you a lot for one, too. Let that shit melt. You gotta have that yummy icing on there. See that? What? And that is the, whoa, Pillsbury Heat and Eat cinnamon roll. And it's yummy. I'm going to show you how yummy this is. Take your little fork, because they're like in little pieces. Look at that. Little tiny Cinnabons. It's amazing, by the way. You only heat them up for like 30 seconds. My refrigerator's so damn cold, because that's how I have it set for my milk. I have to do 35 seconds. You just heat them up right in their little cupcake thing. Look at that. Lots of cinnamon. They're amazing. So buy those. Live chat alert. So yeah, the world's crazy, as usual. And you know, I'm so desensitized now. I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if a meteor was heading towards the Earth. Look at that. What? This is making you hungry, isn't it? Because it's so damn good. So what else, people? So here's something odd. Do you want to hear something odd? Then we should explore this too. So, somebody I know was going through a depression, right? So, doctor puts him on antidepressants. That's what you do. Help, level out your chemicals, lift, dopamine, serotonin. These are important. These are important to maintain a healthy mental state. So, working out, but when you're older, you don't work out as much as you should, right? But that releases serotonin. There's a lot of things that release serotonin, but if your serotonin levels are below normal, it's hard to raise those even through exercise, okay? So sometimes they have to put you on antidepressants, which fills those receptor sites in your brain and elevates serotonin, blah, blah, blah. Now, we know drugs. People do drugs for the dopamine, right? Because that's a high. For a while. Then it's not. Then you're always chasing the high, right? That's what they say. I investigate a lot of shit. Anyway, because I always wanted to know why people get hooked on drugs. Dopamine. That's what gives you that amazing whatever feeling. See, I feel like this all the time. But if I did get to a point where I was in a depression, I was in one once, but it was a situational. I had just buried my baby. So that's situational. That's where you just don't feel like you can kind of enjoy life again. But in time, it's like in time, you will level back out. But when you actually go through depression, which could be hormones, it could be anything that causes your serotonin levels to drop to the point where you don't want to do anything. You have no motivation. You don't get excited about anything. And it's really sad. It's a black hole. Trust that. So anyway, so she got put on antidepressants. Not too long after that, she started falling, like getting off balance and falling. Then she had an episode where she was laying on the bathroom floor because she couldn't feel her arms or legs. And you're thinking Guillain-Barré syndrome. And that was basically the symptoms. Has had MRIs, everything done. And they couldn't find anything. So back home you go, right? Continue to fall. Now you seem to be in a constant state of confusion and a drunken state. Like you're drunk. You're talking and slurring. You're mistaking people for other people. Do you guys know Or have you even heard some of the collateral damage that can go along with antidepressants? Because you're messing around with the brain, right? And the brain is a computer system of impulses and electric impulses. You know, it sends messages to your legs and arms to move. Do you see what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden your arms and legs go numb. And they're like, oh, I think you have a bladder infection, which we know if it goes long enough undetected or untreated, you can create a little bit of psychosis. But I've never heard of it making the Guillain-Barré syndrome. But I read about it, and bacterial or viral infections can cause Guillain-Barré syndrome, which is where your extremities go paralyzed for short term, sometimes a little longer. But do you see what I'm saying? So now the bladder infection's been completely treated, and this person is still slurring their words, and they've not had a stroke, they've had MRIs, and they're confusing people for other people. Do you think, now the only conclusion I can come to is when you mess with the brain and the chemicals and the impulses, it can have an adverse reaction, like almost you're in a full dementia state. It's just makes no sense. All I can think of is this synthetic antidepressant has messed with the hardwire. Seriously. Because everything was fine until then. But maybe it accelerates dementia. Maybe it's not meant for older people. Like people in their 70s. Anyone? Everybody just staring at me? Mm-hmm. We're gonna look it up. Because it's been driving me nuts. This person is actually now at a well-regarded university hospital. And they said, we're going to figure out what's going on. And God knows I hope they do. All right, so can antidepressants cause dementia? Let's see. Yep, I knew it. Our findings indicate that antidepressant use is significantly associated with an increased risk of developing dementia. Therefore, we suggest physicians to carefully prescribe antidepressants, especially in elder patients. Yeah, I wonder if it would be long-term. 2 common classes of drugs have been linked to dementia. As far as for those taking tricyclic antidepressants, which are also cholinergics, they can continue to produce effects days after people stop taking them. So blocking acetylcholine decreases muscle contractions, which I'm telling you right now, decreased muscle contractions and dementia. These are the 2 things. How could a hospital not link that? I just did it in a minute. She needs to get off the antidepressants now. I'm telling you, man, that's what I can't take is this adverse reactions. I mean, you were perfectly fine, except for you're depressed, whether it's situational or whether it's related to age, and you go in looking for help, and then the adverse reactions can put you in a worse state than depression. Oh my God. Widely used class of drugs linked to dementia. This is all over the internet. It increases the increased risk of dementia by 50%. But it's important that people do not stop taking any prescribed medications. What? There are brain-slowing medications. These have been linked to developing Alzheimer's and make dementia symptoms worse, that affect the brain function less, such as SSRIs, sertraline, and citalopram. Oh my God. There it is. There it is. Oh my gosh. So here we go, here we go, here we go. I've got to send this to this person. This is nuts. This is nuts. Now that is nuts. Oh, you're working and sneaking. Okay, you can do that. I'll let you. I gotta send this to this person really quick. Put this in here. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to deal with this bullshit. All right, I know another way to do it. Pull the photo up and then send it that way. All right. Show this to... There we go. It's sent. Okay, so now we've solved that. Because I was like, the only thing that's changed in the last, 20, 30 years of this person's life is that now they are on antidepressants. There's got to be a link. And I don't know if, like, you're predisposed to dementia or Alzheimer's, and this just will accelerate it. I know, because it's all the money game, Yorkie Mom. God dang. Don't they take an oath? They got to be very careful in prescribing it to elderly. Okay, so as soon as those symptoms started, they should have said, you're going to need to wean off those quickly. Because this is what's going on. But to pretend like you don't know what's going on, she's been to the hospital twice. Now she's in there for the third time, and she's at a big university, and they're trying to figure it out. They know what they've done. Collateral damage to keep that pill in circulation. Do you see what I'm saying? Just like, the oxys. They know they're addictive. They know they're abused. When they've got like tramadol out there, that's a non-addictive, a non-narcotic, non-addictive painkiller. But if you keep people hooked, money, 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 money. And then a lot of people, they get hooked on them, because they had a back injury. Listen, I had a back injury. So I get it. I literally flew up in the air and bounced down cement steps on my back. Okay? So I know what a back injury feels like. I also know that I went through a lot of physical therapy and I went through a lot of exercising in order to repair my back. I refused. They wanted to put a TENS unit on me and block the nerves, and it's a dial thing, and they wanted to do all kinds of shit to me to get me through it. And all I did was put my faith in God, that when my body is healed, then I will deal with how to stay free from pain. And putting weight on my body will make my back painful. But if they would have put me on Oxy or something, and then I got used to that feeling of, wow, I would be in a whole different situation today. But I didn't allow it. I allowed them to put me on muscle relaxers just to relax all the damaged muscle that just kept firing off all cylinders. If I even moved, I couldn't catch my breath. You see what I'm saying? I just sleep on the floor for a month. I was on the floor for a month. I could not. Getting up was brutal. But when I decided if I lay here, I'm probably going to die. And I had to start forcing myself to get up when the swelling started going down. And I would pick up laundry with my toes and lift it up to my hand. I could not bend, right? But I still refused to take any of those narcotics. I've seen enough horror stories, you know what I'm saying? And so I get why people would not be able to go back to work. I probably could have got disability at a very young age and just stayed on narcotics. I get how that can happen. And I didn't want that to happen to me. I wanted to heal. I wanted to be back to life. I didn't want to be trapped in my own home, my own body, my own mind. So I went with the mind over matter. I talked to doctors. I talked to researchers and, and professionals. And how do we get this back? And I actually did find out that now my hips are just a little misaligned from that fall. And I had to go home and go away in an ambulance. So it wasn't like, oh my God, it was horrible. And so I've been there, and I know how easily I could have fell into the system, or I could have fell into an addiction. I do know how easy. And I didn't want that. Now, that had nothing to do with serotonin levels in my brain. I was in them after each surgery, but I quit as soon as I could because of side effects of sweats and crawling skin feeling. So I didn't have pain, but I felt like bugs were crawling on me. Jesus, Pete. I didn't even like the feeling. Like, I would take my medication, and I'm not lying. I could look at my watch, and in 20 minutes, I'm out cold for hours. I couldn't get up and make myself something to eat. I couldn't get myself up to go to the bathroom. Like, it was a whole thing. It was absolutely devastating. I get it. I was just more afraid of becoming reliant on medication to survive in life. I'm sure you did hate it. My dad hated, when they got in the head-on car accident, they had put him on morphine, and he was hallucinating, having night terrors. He goes, get me off this shit. This, like, why should the cure be worse than the freaking, you know what I mean? The pain. So then they put him on the non-narcotic tramadol, and he's not addicted to them, and he only uses them if his leg starts throbbing. Because remember, it crushed. They had to rebuild his leg, okay? Slept days away, brain fog, you name it. Right. Right. And like I said, it's a big moneymaker. If you get people hooked, it's a moneymaker. If you get people on disability because of the medication, that, you can't take it when you work, you can't take it when you drive, so people become reliant on it for way beyond the healing process, then it's a disability case. Good morning, Lisa Z. And I didn't want that for myself. I was young, you know what I'm saying? I was like 25 years old, 25 or 26. And when I fell, man, I had to be taken away in an ambulance. I couldn't catch my breath. I could not move anything. No, I haven't watched that yet, I'm Gam. So then Tylenol, ibuprofen for pain and time. Right on. That's what I do. And I do have, I have fatty tumor back there from the injury, when your body heals. I have 2 of them because I had the doctor check them out because I will, but you can feel them. And I had a doctor check them out, and they said, oh, did you have an injury? And I said, yeah. And they said, oh, those are fatty tumors. That's kind of what happens when your body heals itself. You'll get maybe fatty tumors. So whatever. I'm sure eventually I'm going to get arthritis there because anytime you injure any part of your body, you'll end up with arthritis. But there are ways. There are ways. Like, I am a big believer in the CBD oil. You can put drops under your tongue. the ointment, oh my God. My daughter had a headache. What happened was we were driving. We were at the cabin. And my daughter, when we were in the car, she turned her head real quick to get something in the back seat she thought was going to fall over after we picked up pizza and shit. And she thought it was a big ranch. It was a ranch thing. And she thought it was going to, dressing, she thought it was going to fall off the seat. So she reached back real quick and turned her neck and she got that, remember, you know, that nerve twang that burns like crazy. It's like a nerve catches and it burns like crazy. Well, it ended up giving her like a headache. So one of my family members had the CBD oil. So I rubbed it on her. I rubbed it all on her neck in that whole area, like this side where it hurt. Plus, she has the same neck and shoulder shit I have all the time. And within minutes, the pain was gone. And she goes, okay, now you got to put some on this side because this side feels great. Now this side, for some reason, I just feel it. So I put some on that side too. And then I put some on my wrist because I get arthritis in it really bad because I broke it. And you can see what has occurred, a deformity, which I don't have on that wrist. This is from breaking it. And I get osteoarthritis in it. Not rheumatoid, but osteo, bone. So anyway, I put the CBD oil on my wrist. It has felt amazing for days. I'm all da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I can't do that, by the way. And it is kind of concrete now. It won't bend at all. This one goes all the way back. This one will not bend. Whatever happened here, it will not bend. It is done. Only the fingers bent. So that was a horrific break. But anyway, the CBD oil, total believer in it. Pure analgesic, amazing, out of this world. And you do the no THC, you know, no cannabis in it. They extract the analgesic. They extract the cannabis and leave behind the analgesic, right? And they have all kinds of stuff. Like you can eat a gummy. None of it, you will never, like, you won't piss dirty or anything because it's CBD. And probably why they don't want it legal. I mean, even topically, just removes pain instantly. Instantly. You can rub it on any spot. And it goes deep. I said, whoa. Or you can do the drops under your tongue. Or you can eat the gummies. Just for the analgesic. Oh, okay. Yeah, because that's what it does. It goes into the receptor sites and blocks the pain. Try for headaches. A gummy. Oh my God. You listen, in Michigan, you can buy them at gas stations. It's everywhere in Michigan, just like Colorado. But yeah, you just get the gummies and just one little gummy and your headache is instantly gone within minutes instead of waiting for a Tylenol which is not good for your kidneys, by the way. Acetaminophen is not good for your kidneys. But anyway, you gotta sit there and wait for that to dissolve. And then it goes through your whole body. That's why with the oil, like the lotion, it's an oil lotion. And it doesn't take much. You just rub it on that area and it's literally for the area. The drops under my tongue. I could not function, couldn't get out of bed, so it doesn't work for everyone. Well, how many drops you put under your tongue, Lorelei? How many drops you put under your tongue? Jeez. And it doesn't have the cannabis in it, so it doesn't. One drop, and you got that. I don't know where you got it from, but yeesh. So anyway, and it works. It works. So there you go. Lorelei, was that you playing the drums on your video? A professional healing. Huh? What's that mean? Was that you playing the drums on your video, or were you just filming someone? Because I was a pretty good drum player. I went over and checked out your channel like you told me to. 6 officers commended for evacuating. Got a little baby. Oh, that was your son? Aw. That's awesome. He's got a talent. It's time to send him on. Send him on. Send him on to music school. They have one, a really good one in Michigan. In fact, Rumor Willis went to it. Demi Moore and Bruce Willis's daughter. It's the Interlaken Arts Academy. And you send gifted kids there. It's expensive, though. Very expensive. But when you leave there, you're pretty much on your way. That's where Jewel went. There's a lot of professionals that came out of that school. He travels, a performer. Good for him. Man, take that kid's talent. That's what life's about. Not expectations, but finding your niche in this world and taking it as far as you can. Man, those look so much better. Oh my God. Red light therapy, people. Yeah, that's what the world's about. I always told my kids that. I don't give a rat's ass if you're a French fry maker. Be the best there is. Because I'm telling you, some pretty good restaurants probably came out of a French fry maker. Somebody that was totally into their job. And they did it 1,000%. They went on to start their own French fry place. You know what I'm saying? Gibby's Fries, maybe. Maybe the guy worked at McDonald's and said, hey, I can do better than this. And he did. And now he's at every fucking fair in the country. Gibby's Fries. Do you see what I'm saying? So you always teach your kids to be the best you can be at the best you can do. Whatever it is that is your natural talent, you need to hone in on it because that's your passion. I knew I was going to be a hairdresser. I was cutting people's hair when I was 12 years old. I was cutting my Barbie's hair when I was 8 years old. And you can't yell at your kid for cutting a Barbie's hair off. That Barbie doll didn't cost you enough to degrade some kid or criticize him or be an asshole to him. I'm never buying you anything again. You cut the hair off. So what? Maybe they're going to be a hairdresser. Leave them alone. In fact, why don't you help them out? Get them a bunch of Barbies so they can do hairdos. There's too many ignorant people out there that don't pay attention to their kids' talents. And then encourage it. Do whatever you can. I love moms. I love moms that are not type A personalities. I love moms that are, I don't care if my kid looks good or I can go tell my neighbors my kid does this. He's a surgeon. He's a lawyer. What I care about is that my kids live in the best life they can live. Hi, Kiki. That's what I care about. I care my kids happy because their life's not about me. Their life's about them. Do you know how many parents you see out there micromanaging their kids' life? Telling them what they expect out of them because they want to look good? They're using their kid to look good, or they're using their kid to do all the things they weren't capable of. But they're pushing them. They're creating anxiety, depression. They're creating panic attacks because that's an inner fight. So if you're trying to please your parent, you're not able to tap into what makes you you. That's the truth. I see a lot of adults like that. They got all messed up as a kid because their parents had expectations of them. And then when they didn't, they don't have the personality to go, you know what? I'm out of here. Screw you. There's something wrong with you. Leave me alone. There aren't, those people, there are people that can do that. I'm one of them. I can jump in the car and just bolt. I'm done. I don't need this shit. That's me. And that's my husband. That's my daughter. But parents that are out there trying to live through their children by sitting around with their friends and, yeah, my kid does this, my kid does that. Is your kid happy? Because I remember seeing a few people, like child actors, hooked on drugs and all messed up, Lindsay Lohan, because she was doing what her parents wanted her to do from a young age. And maybe she liked it at one point, but then when she got to a certain point, it was expected of her. And you lose the passion, or you just don't want to do it anymore. And your parents want you to keep bringing that money in because they're your managers now. Do you see those kind of people out there living their life through their kids? Or, oh God, the kid in sports and the father screaming at him because they want him to be a basketball star, but they don't have it in them, nor do they have the passion. So you see the parent in the stand screaming at their kid, and you're going, wow, expectations much? So what? You were too short for basketball, so you happen to have a tall kid, someone behind the woodshed, I don't know, and now you want to live your basketball dreams through your tall kid who is uncoordinated and doesn't even like basketball. Do you see what I'm saying? I see those people out there. I see those people out there. Just yanking the spirit out of a kid. But anyway, I love those parents out there like Lorelai that encourages her son's gift. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's his gift. Let's just hone in on it. I know lawyers that are alcoholics because they probably didn't even want to go to law school. But their parents were so narcissistic that that's the criteria to live in our home. Hi, Smokey. Merry Christmas to you. My brother and his wife are like that. The kids have to play sports, but oh, God. Don't you hate that? Our son, you know, blah, 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 blah. I hate those people. Pretentious people. They have to live through their kids because their life was a failure. I hope to not sound braggy. My statement about him, that bothers me to sound like that. You're not braggy at all. I watched it and I was impressed. I didn't know who it was, but I was impressed. I was like, shit, that's natural. That is natural. And the passion in his face this is who he is. This is who he is. You should brag. As long as the kid's happy, that's when you brag. But you don't brag when the kid's doing something he doesn't want to do because of you. It was you? I thought so. I was being nice. I was going with it. I knew it was you. I'm not stupid. But I didn't want to put it out there if you didn't want it out there. I knew it was you. I just had a vibe. And I loved it. By the way. Go out there and pursue that dream because you're a natural. And, I mean, there are people out there with just amazing voices. And thank you, God, for that show called The Voice. American Idol's okay. But I honestly believe that the best talent is on The Voice. You know what I'm saying? No, I still think it's you. Anyway, so when you see, you know, people out there with these amazing voices and their parent thinks it's a waste of time trying to pursue it, that makes me sad, especially if you're gifted. But then parents that really, really, really believe in their children and their gift, they will put them in places, like even dancers, trying to get them into Juilliard. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what life's about. It's about standing next to your child, not in front of them, not behind them, next to them, and holding their hand through the shit storm, the shit sandwich that we all take a bite of called life. Now, I don't hand my kids shit to shut them up. I don't bail them out of their their problems, their messes, because it builds character if you bail yourself out. And my daughter went through a shit time, but it was basically her fault and her friend's fault. And I didn't bail them out. They learned the hard way. So now my daughter's in a whole different situation 4 years later. She is very mindful of her life, and she will never get into that situation again, especially with a roommate or people that took advantage of her and used her. You see what I'm saying? Like, she had to learn the hard way. I did not bail her out, nor would I. Never, I won't. I was never bailed out. I learned everything the hard way. I fell on my face so many times. I picked myself up, brushed myself off, and went at it again. You know what I'm saying? And that's what builds character. Don't bail people out. If they don't have what it takes to make their life better, then they can basically live in the shit that they've created. And I'm talking about people that created shit. I'm not talking about stuff like some unforeseen circumstance comes and hits you in your face and takes you out at the knees. That's a whole different ballgame than watching people repeating the same behavior, expecting a different result. You know what I'm saying? And you can even run those topics down from YouTube. How many people are out there with addiction on YouTube as a creator, and they want you to pay for it? You to allow them to sit home and drink. How many? Quite a few. Now, there are a lot of creators that suffer from anxiety. That's a tough one. That's a wicked, wicked, wicked thing to suffer from. And if any of you do not suffer from panic and anxiety disorder, which, by the way, usually starts around puberty, seriously, it does. Mine started at like 7 years old. Seriously, it did. And I do believe it's when the spirits started coming that I started suffering from it. Because I do remember being a very small child in bed. And I remember just the weirdest shit going on in my room. Like The Exorcist, you know what I'm saying? And no, it wasn't like demon. It was just weird shit. And I remember just being in complete and utter paralyzing fear. So I know it started very young for me. And then it escalated when I hit puberty. But I've refused to go on any medication. I will deal with it. Because the best advice I ever got in my life, first of all, you can only have one emotion at a time. So if you begin a panic or anxiety moment that is unwarranted, it just comes out of nowhere, you got to change your emotion. You got to get rid of that fear emotion and do something that makes you laugh. Another thing is, if you exercise till you're out of breath, your body will kick in and release the panic. It will get rid of it. Seriously. And it keeps you occupied. But if you sit there and you feed into it, yeah, it's devastating. It's debilitating. And the best advice I ever got was, if you think with your head, your emotions cannot take over you. Do you see what I'm saying? There are a lot of people out there that live by emotion. And a lot of it has to do, I know I'm sitting here going on and on, but it's the truth. It's not medical advice, you moron. It's life advice. Medical advice. Awesome. Anyway, so that was the best advice I ever got. Because the truth is, if you can make sense of it, you can overcome it. Because there's a lot of people that live by emotion. Literally, from childhood. They never learned how to... Emotions are appropriate. Like, if somebody tells a funny joke, laughing out loud is a proper emotion to go with that moment. But if you're just wandering around the streets laughing out loud, where there's nothing funny, nothing going on. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's times where emotions take over people. And, yeah, it's kind of... You'll live your life based on the emotions you're feeling. And I know people that live their life based on their emotions. If they wake up and they feel a little pissed off about something, they will feed that dragon all day. They will feed the dragon all day. They'll take it out on other people. They'll take it out on coworkers because they woke up and felt a little pissed off. Well, narrow it into what you're pissed off about and solve it and move on with your day. That's why you use your head. But there are people that will literally wake up pissed off and take it out on the whole world all damn day. And what did that do? Just fed the dragon. So there are people that live on emotion. There are people that, if they don't even like you on YouTube, they will freely tell you. Because their emotions say, I just don't like her. She's making me angry. I just don't like her. Okay, that's your emotion. Oh, okay. Here's what you do, boo. Go watch someone else. Go watch something else, but you feed the dragon. You come in the chat even. You this, you that. I'm a stranger to you. Holy shit. I mean, you must do that through life. If you don't like the bank teller, you're going to wait in a longer line so you don't have to walk up to her because you just don't like her. Those are emotions. They make no sense. They have no merit. You just feed them. You give them life. So if you live your life like that, trust this. You will never have a close friend. Anybody around you is going to be a pansy. That's the truth. Because they'll walk on eggshells just to breathe your air. That's creepy. They won't tell you what a shit show your life is because they're afraid you'll yell at them. So congratulations. If that's the kind of people you want around you, yes ma'am and yes man and yes woman, then that's about the extent of your progression in life. As you will run around living your emotions and the people around you won't call you out. We see it all the time. You see it, you've had those bosses come in the morning in a bad mood because, I don't know, maybe his car pissed him off. But guess what? He's coming into work hot and you're all going to pay for it. Do you see what I'm saying? So the best advice you could ever get in life is live by your head and don't let your emotions overrun you because you will be defined and you will define life by the emotions you're feeling instead of the reality of what's going on. And the reality is your life sucks because you allow it to. With your, I don't know, misery, anger. You're mad at the world. You're mad at the past. You have grief you never got out. So your emotions are running your life. You could have an amazing life if you just sat in silence and felt nothing and learned to do that. You know it's called meditation, right? You have to let go of everything. In that moment, you wake up and I don't feel any sort of way when I wake up except for coffee. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't even think about what's going to go on in my day because that's another thing people do. Well, if I occupy my brain, you know what I'm saying? No, be silent. Let the day dictate how it's going to go. Not your emotions, but the day itself. Like I wake up, have my coffee, and I might get a bright idea because I'm silent. I don't sit here and go, what am I going to do today? I'm bored. I'm sad. What am I going to do? I can't stand this anymore. I don't know what to do. Oh my God. Shh. Meditate. Meditate. Life is about the moments, not how we react. Well, it is how we react to them, but life is actually about the moments. I think I know who you're talking about. I liked watching her, but she just... There's a ton of them. There's a ton of them. Oh my God. Have you not seen how many there are? It's crazy. They will destroy each other's lives because somebody pissed them off. They will literally destroy each other's real life. There is a ton of them. And people that, like, even YouTube creators that, because I said I love human behavior, by the way. And that's a grouping. That's a category. Like, you can just put them all in the same room and watch them spin around and create bullshit. Because their emotions are, like, not controlled. People. Just people in general. That complain that life sucks. Or they take out bullshit on their kids. Because they can't control their own life. They'll take it out on their animals. How can your animal piss you off with animal behavior? You know what I'm saying? But their life sucks so much, they're on the internet trying to get you to pay for it. That's crazy. I watch it because I'm like, man, you could be living a much better life if you get out of your own damn emotions. Put together just some meditation. Meditation will change your life because you learn peace. These people are chaotic. They don't know peace. They just don't know peace. Or they do know peace, but the minute they get aggravated, they want to go live or they want to attack somebody on YouTube. Like, this is what they do. This is what they do. I mean, this is what they do in real life. I said, you got a boss like that? Remember that boss? He got mad at his car this morning, and he came in, and he's going to spend the whole day making your life a living hell? Oh, I've worked for those people. I call them pit bulls. I call them pit bulls. Then there's the power hungry pit bulls. Oh my God. They got to let you know every day that they can fire you or take your paycheck away in 1 minute. And they love the people that depend on that paycheck. So you got to make sure in life, if you're working a job that you're like, this mother pisses me off one more time, I'm walking. Now, if a boss knows that about you, that you don't need that job and you're not going to put up with bullshit, and you're a hard worker, you're not a slacker, you're not a lazy whiner, trust me, they won't treat you like that because they know you don't need the damn money. Same with YouTube. The trolls attack the YouTubers that need YouTube to pay their bills. That's who they go after. Have you not noticed that? Now, there's some women out there that just may not like me. I don't give a shit. That's their problem, not mine. But any day I could just shut this off. I don't give a shit. And you have to live your life like that. Like, seriously, you have to live your life like that. Not in an asshole way, but in a, I got something else going on. I have other things going on. I have things going on you guys don't even know about. You want to know why? Because the trolls out there will destroy it. I've already had them try to destroy the soap shop. The soap shop's not my money generator, okay? That's my fun thing to do. But there's no frickin' way I would share things in my life on this channel like people do. Because there's people out there that I've always got something else going on. That's just my brain. This is fun. And you guys were here for me when I was in Illinois, and I was so lonely, I couldn't take it anymore. It was even worth the brow beatings I got from trolls because it was interaction with people. So I have stayed on YouTube because of that reason. If I wanted to build this channel, shit, I have taken so many marketing classes. I even went to Walsh Business College, right? And I've learned all about marketing. If I really want to take this YouTube channel somewhere, I could market the shit out of it. But I don't. I'm just here for you guys to hang out. That's it, period. But, you know, I got people that want to hang out in my private life. So I made the offer. Marketing. But there's no freaking way I would have people on here paying my damn bills. That's what the trolls want to see. They will destroy your life for out there taking money from people's pockets. People haven't learned that yet. They don't care. Because they've got themselves into a funk and they want life to be easier on them than having to face their own demons and fix their life. That's the truth. The best thing you can do is if you're in that kind of and I know 4 right off the top of my head, but there's more where it's obvious, it's evident that they will do anything to try to become a millionaire on YouTube, which is never going to happen. And the only people that are becoming millionaires, like, I'll do initials, TP, is because they're doing nasty shit for big money on the side. And I think that's called OnlyFans. And all of it gets leaked out, which is so disgusting. So you literally have to hate yourself. To have absolutely no... Oh, wow. And that shit'll haunt you later in life. I mean, when you're young and you're doing that shit and you don't care, there comes a day when you hit a certain age, which you're going to know all that shit's out there. All that shit's out there. And it's coming back to haunt you. I always say the love of money is the root to all evil. And the funny part is, if you're taking money from people and you're doing it in a dishonest way, under a false umbrella of being a loving human being, a charity worker. Oh, I love that shit. And it's false. You'll see it in the way your life crumbles. Because karma is a bitch. I believe in karma. I believe what you put into this universe, you will get back. I don't know what you guys believe in, but I do. So if I'm like loving, caring, and giving, and you talk behind my back and slander me, that's your karma, not mine. In real life or YouTube life, it is what it is. And I guarantee you your life's shit. I've seen it. I've seen it in private life. I've seen it in YouTube. It's so obvious, too. When people are miserable and they want to take their misery out on other people. Whether you be a creator or a watcher. People are trying to take down Jeffree Star now. Oh, no. So what did everyone get for Christmas? I didn't get anything. I got my Amazon orders. My husband always says, just order whatever you want. So, you know, I got my things I got. My things. Nothing, me either. I got Christmas cards from subscribers. That meant the world to me. Oh, my God. I couldn't believe it. I mean, that... Even if those people were the only people that watched me, it made my heart melt. And I thank you so much. Ruth Ann, Lisa Z, Beth. So I just thank you. I thank you for caring about me as a human being. And Miss Christine always, always, always lets me know how much I mean to her. And vice versa. Because Miss Christine, by the way, is a badass. I have utmost respect for Miss Christine. She is a badass. That's someone who's very centered in who they are. Very secure in who they are. And she always hits me up in text messages, checks on me. I mean, just love that woman to death. I mean, she is just a badass. I do. She's been with me forever. Oh, that's awesome, Tina B. My daughter got me a gift bag full of large-size random candy bars. Best gift ever, Lady Norn. That's the truth. Yeah. I'm trying to behave. Oh, my God. I'm trying to behave. Winter, listen. At the end of this week, winter will be here full bore. And this is a treat, because, I mean, it's going to be January. And normally, we have snow in December, and it stays. So we got we got 1 month taken off of winter. That's what we look forward to in Michigan. Oh, good. Now we only have this many weeks of, you know, the snow. So Lori Loughlin got released after a 2-month sentence. Unbelievable. You remember that whole Ivy League college payoffs to get their kid in and lies. See, this is what happens to the elite. So your goal should always be to be an elitist. I'm serious, man. I can't believe what the elites get away with. I cannot believe. I mean, we're talking everything from stock market to college admissions to all the way up to treason. Unbelievable. 2 months. My God. And it was probably like a day spa. You know it was. So we got like actual footage of trunks of ballots being brought into Fulton County, right? What's going on with that? Remember, they said there's no proof. Trunks of ballots being brought in on camera, on a security camera, but there's no proof. Right, Bill Barr, Attorney General? I told you nobody's for Trump. Listen, he is a narcissistic personality disorder. We know this. That's why he's a billionaire. See, you got to have no empathetic. You have to have, like, it can't be visible, your empathy. It's got to have a gain to it. So he doesn't have true empathy, okay? Because if he did, he wouldn't be a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Hallmark. Yeah, well, Hallmark fired her, but who cares? Hallmark sucks. Anyway, so we all know Trump's a narcissist. There's no hiding it. He wants to be the best at everything he does. Even if it's the best asshole, he wants to be the best. So he wanted, Pelosi always wanted, the Democrats always wanted the $2,000 payment. Well, they want $2,000 a month payment to the American people, right? Because they wanted to look good. They're all narcissists, by the way. And then the GOP's like, no way, no way. But remember, how much foreign aid do we give away? You probably could have easily done this. But that's the thing about Trump. He got things done for the American people because he wanted the American people to love him, for him to be the best president ever. I know Trump's funny too. But he wanted to be the people's president, the best president ever. That's narcissistic, by the way. Because do any of you care to go out there and make yourself so known that you're the best person in your community, that everybody knows your name? Everybody, oh, there she is. Okay, that's narcissistic disorder, okay? So it was good for us. But it wasn't good for the establishment because he wouldn't play ball. He wanted to be the best president ever, and the best president ever is going to be voted by 300 million people. There's your narcissistic feed. Look at all the people at my rallies. Look at the people. They mean more to him than the establishment and foreign government and all that shit. And he did make some mistakes while he was president. He was tweeting a little bit too many secrets, and that's why they will do anything in their power to get him out. Because he was telling us way too much shit. Things that could get us in trouble. Because he'd lay in bed and tweet. Listen, Donald, you got this beautiful woman laying next to you. You shouldn't be on your phone. I'm just saying, okay? You know what I'm saying? Looking at her and looking at you. The last thing you should have in your phone, or in your hand, is the phone. Laying in bed. Get me? But do you see what I'm saying? Like, his narcissism was good for us because he tried to flip the script so that there's more of us to adore him than politicians. The American people. He loves to be the center of attention in America. Trump Towers and even his resorts. Do you see what I'm saying? So it didn't surprise me that he would go in there and shake it up so he'll never be forgotten and he would be the American public's favorite. But in the meantime, he shook up some stuff he shouldn't have. Do you see what I'm saying? Where even the GOP and the Republicans have turned their back on him. Why is he calling for people to be in D.C. on the 6th? Because on the 5th is when Georgia runoff results. Or on the 6th. That's when the results are. The voting's on the 5th. The results are on the 6th. So, if I'm a guessing woman, because they've gone to these lengths to get him out and stop him from having any power. They've been trying to do this for 4 years, right? And then they say things like, you know how the news media is, they're saying things like, oh, Trump's, he's pardoning too many people and he's putting criminals on the street. Okay, so that's all for glitz and glamour because the people he's pardoning are the people that were accused of Russian collusion and all this shit, okay? Obama literally pardoned, oh my God, terrorists. Go look it up. So I don't buy into that horse shit. We're talking Flynn. What was he, a 4-star decorated general? Come on. They had nothing to do with nothing. So he's pardoning all their sentences that the Democrats put on them. But the things he did that made even his own party turn on him, which you can see it loud and clear. There's no way Mnuchin, he signed the COVID relief bill with the stipulation that they had to go on the floor of the House, which Nancy Pelosi's going to do, because she wants all the Americans to have $2,000. The Senate doesn't. Mnuchin, our treasurer, he's a tight ass. But we can give all this foreign aid out. More money is going out to foreign aid than it is Americans. So if they remove, it's not about printing more money right now. If they remove all those things in the COVID relief bill that don't have anything to do with COVID relief for our country, they could easily give the American people $2,000 and stimulate the economy. Why would you want to stimulate foreign instead of America? Because they're trying to undo damage that's been done to other countries that we have made promises to, that we have deals with, and we're trying to stop them from retaliating. Because remember, they're not peaceful. We are. They're not peaceful. You give them what they want. It's like owing the mafia money. They're coming after you. They don't want to hear your sob story about COVID. Oh. Exactly, Tina B, and that's my point. Exactly, Christine Hensley, exactly. It's got a lot to do with China, Russia, and that's why the GOP cannot back him. They can't back him. The Republicans cannot back him. And it's not about losing their jobs. It's about keeping peace. We're peacemakers. We're peacemakers. We're the ones that we give our lunch money up. We let them have a bite of the pie because they have a bite of all the pies. You know what I'm saying? And the meaner they are, we want to stay free and at peace. And we can't do that if we upset their apple carts. And Trump upset their apple carts. Everyone in D.C. needs out and start over. Right, and you're right, because this shit's been going on for decades. And this isn't something new that happened during Obama, Biden. They're just keeping the peace through all of it. Everybody, the Clintons, the Bushes, it's been going on forever. And I think their demands are getting higher, especially China. You know what I'm saying? China has always wanted to own us. They're communistic. Trump made peace in the Middle East and they don't care. It drives me nuts. Well, that might have been a Band-Aid he was trying to put on the shit he's done. China and Russia are who we need to be worried about, okay? But making peace between Israel and other countries, you know, that's just a showmanship. No, I'm a peacemaker. I'm not one that creates wars. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, you got to get deep. You can't look at, you know, the curtain. You got to open the curtain. Because he messed up in China. He messed up in China, putting tariffs on China. I mean, you try to take $250 billion away from the mafia who's making money on the streets, and you stop it, they're coming for you. It's communistic. They're communists. They're not us, where we just want to be left alone. They do all their dealings in the background. It's none of our business. But you get a citizen of the United States step in and don't know what's going on and says, oh, I see things I don't like. Let's change it. Well, you just lit the fuse. That's what's going on. Well, that's exactly what's going on, Tina B. And that's why they'll go to any means to get him out before we do end up like that. That's true, Janet. So, yeah, I mean, I'm learning things. And, yeah, whoa. We can't shut our government down. It will make us weak. We cannot ignore the defense budget. And we got to be armed and prepared. We can't afford to not be. We got to all be... We've got to have our eyes wide open now, people. The division is insanity in this country. And we should all be standing together. They like the power and the money, follow the money. Right on. Right. Well, there's a lot of things that keep this country, keep this world at peace, okay? There's little, you know, we got little this and little that going on. But to keep this world at peace, there's a lot of handshaking that has to go on. There's hey, guess what? We will produce and make these products in the United States, big pharma, and we'll offer them to you cheap for your people. Because there's a lot of poor countries out there. And we help them. They need us. We need them to need us. That's what I'm saying. We need them to need us. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't need us anymore, You've seen millions of stories on the ID channel of when somebody doesn't need someone anymore who's very dangerous. Human life doesn't matter, okay? Listen, I've been digging into this way too long. It's time for you to dig into it, and it's time for you to not let the emotions be at surface level. Like, you're so used to your relationships with your kids and your parents and your families. The relationships we have as countries, they go deep. They go really deep. It's not surface level. It's keeping our country safe. Yeah, we'll see, Miss Detox. I'm not sold on... I don't know. There's still this little bubble of haze for me, which has to do with, I get the whole distracting Americans, keep, watch this hand while the other hand's doing something else. I get all that. And yeah, there's plenty of stuff that literally falls in that category. But what I don't understand is us becoming socialists will not benefit other countries. Do you see what I'm saying? If we become socialist or communist, which I thought was what was the reason, or what they wanted from us, it would not benefit those other countries, because the money our government makes is from us. Entrepreneurship, having businesses. And then the money that circulates in this country is because you have expendable cash. You've got cash, you can buy boats, you can, go on vacations. We keep the airlines in the air. If we're socialists all on programs, all that will die. We will be no good for any other country. We will be pathetic. You know what I'm saying? We're the last Republican. Georgia will fail on the 6th, and Dems and Rhinos will change America. I do believe, I have to agree with you. I don't know about the whole destroy America. It's going to take forever to destroy America. Because remember, there's 300 million Americans. And remember, most of these people making these decisions, besides Crazio and Tlaib and whatever the other one's name is, that little group's going to break up anyway. But look at the Pelosi's. Look at all of them. Come on, now they're like 80. They're not going to have that kind of power unless you give it to them. So stop. But I do agree that the Dems are going to take over Georgia, because I believe they need to pass everything under the sun to fix the damage with China. That's just what I believe. I don't believe the path anymore is towards dumbing us down and taking over the country, because that doesn't even serve them. If everyone's on programs, where are they going to make their money? People won't work. They won't work. Give me a break. They'll go, well, I'm done. Oh, I got a love text from my sweet husband. Love you to you. So my point is, we got to think differently. It's easy to think that way, because you're like, why would they do this? Because they want to control us. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to say that. But these people running the show are old as dirt. Even GS, okay? There ain't no predecessor. If young people start filling up Congress and the House, like Ocrazio, they're the ones that were brainwashed into believing that our country sucks. I know, I love him. Oh, love you. Love, love, love you. Oh, there you go. And when you're married, you have to do that every day. Yeah, they're old as dirt. You're giving them too much power. I think they're trying to undo some damage. I think they're trying to create homeostasis. And I think they would go to any means possible to do it. Even if it was, let's get the Americans fight. Let's get the people fighting with each other so they are distracted from what we got to get done. I mean, you can't blatantly have an election like we just had and not be in fear that they're showing you, citizens, that if you want to become president of the United States, If you do things that do not keep this country chugging along with a well-oiled engine, and plus they don't want you in the establishment. They don't want you to know that shit, okay? So I'm just saying, they're showing you, we will get you out. Any means possible, we will get you out. Because you got to look at, more than your emotions, you got to look at things and you got to start like putting them aside. Why would this be so obvious? They want us to all go, oh my God. But why? Why wouldn't you do it sneaky? Why wouldn't you be sneaky? Why wouldn't you? This is what like a complete buffoon would do. Have all these American citizens in there counting, and then they go home and all these ballots are all arrive in the middle of the night and they're not going to squeal. They're not going to say something. They wanted all that to happen. But you got to say why. Why? We cannot be this dumb. We can't act this dumb. We can't let our emotions just, oh my God. No, you got to go, why? Why would they do that? Because there must be some real damage and some real threats. And any means possible to fix it. I don't know. And I still keep talking to myself about this vaccine. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm still trying to work this shit out. I mean, there are things I just don't get. I heard California almost had enough signatures to get rid of their governor. And we do have enough here. We have more than enough. We will find out in 2 days if we can impeach her. Or not impeach her, recall her. Which means she can still, no wait. If we recall her, then she cannot hold government office again. And you know she got her eyeballs on that Biden cabinet. Biden keeps saying there are dark days ahead, Dems. Put out that our government is nothing but an experiment. Dems put out that our government is nothing but an experiment. Where was that at? All right, guys, I'm getting phone calls. I got to go, man. I got a sister closed on her house. Listen, I got a lot going on today. So I love you guys. I'll see you tonight for Naked and Afraid XL, 8:45 p.m. Look for your link to the video in my community page for members only. So I love you guys. I can't wait to see you tonight. We'll have some fun. And we'll get back on the subject again tomorrow. I mean, we just got to continue on. There's a lot of things going on in this country, and you need to find peace. So start meditating and stop feeling. We got to use our heads, okay? Not our emotions. That's just going to hurt you, nobody else. All right, guys. God bless America.